Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Opinionated Plays, and I'm here with you today with a Dragon Ball Legends equipment guide for the God Key tag, right? Um, there's a lot of characters added this tag over the past few years. When the game initially came out, we had no God Key characters, but over time they built it up through celebrations. Um, the Universal Survival Saga recently has produced a lot of characters for this tag, and I thought it'd be good to go over some of the equipment specifically for God Key. Now, there's Saiyans on God Key that use Saiyan equipment while on the God Key team, but that's not what we're focused on here, because we're pinning down specifically only equipment that involves God Key. So it might have Saiyan plus God Key, but it has to involve God Key, right? So going over the equipment I personally have in my box for my teams. The number one equipment I use for my God Key team is this equipment called You're Pissing Me Off, right? And it involves a lot of health restoration, key recovery, and then strike and blast attack. I think that's a great combo. You always want health restore on God Key. There's a lot of support units that heal you on switch out, and there's also a lot of green cards that heal on that team specifically. You also have characters like Whis and Beerus who came out not too long ago, who are all about their healing, right? You have Whis who heals on green card, who heals on main, and Beerus who heals for 15% with his green card spam, right? So this is a great equipment for range type God Key or defense type God Key. So you can supplement the rest of your party with this. If you happen to have a lot of green card spam, it can work out pretty well with the health restore and obviously the key recovery, right? So I have another one here that's very popular for me specifically, and it's called the Let's Go Awakened equip. And everybody was using this on the tag Goku and Vegeta when they dropped, and it's for good reason, because you can equip it with either blast or strike attack, right? You get 25% to your strike defense, base strike defense, and then you're getting up to 13% special move damage and health restore. Now this is an optimal equip for tag Goku and Vegeta, but it can work on any Goku that's on the God Key tag, right? And that's the great thing about any Goku character, right? If they release a DBS Goku, he's most likely going to be on God Key. If they release a Goku from DBS Broly, he's going to be on God Key. So you're going to get a lot of usage out of this equip if you awaken it for future units, right? Because those are the hype characters for celebrations and stuff. So this is another optimal equip for your God Key team, right? Moving on here, we have a unawakened version of You're Pissing Me Off, and this is good for any God Key character in the game. It doesn't have to be like the other one, which was a defense type or range type, so it offers more versatility, and it's really good just to slap on if you have a unit that either heals on main or you're running a support character that heals on switch out. This is optimal because it gives both attacks with health restore, and in some cases health restore is more important than just having base health on an equip, right? So I like running that if I don't have a good second or third option. For some characters, they have less options. If they're not a Saiyan and they're just like a God of Destruction or Angel, that's great for them. So that's the deal with that equip. Moving off of that though, they recently came out with this Beerus equip, and it's controversial, this one, because it's boasting a lot of key recovery, and not all units nowadays need key recovery. When the game first dropped, everyone needed key recovery. It was a very slow charge, but now most units have a lot of key recovery built into their kit, right? So this guy having half his equip, the Beerus A Battle of Gods equip, with key recovery, kind of hinders it a bit, but overall you're getting over 20%, I guess up to 13% plus 10%, so you're getting up to 23% key recovery, and then up to 10% strike attack with 12% special move damage. So you'd optimally want to use this on maybe the Beerus that came out a few months ago. You can use this probably on, I don't know, you could use this on Goku and Vegeta if you're trying to center it more towards the Goku. but there's probably better equips for him. But I still like this one in spots as maybe your third option after your first two equips. It's not a bad equip by any means, you know, it's just, if you need key recovery, it's the one to go to, definitely. Next here we have this Kaioken Goku equip. Now I do not own Ultra Kaioken Goku, but this can be used on any yellow God Key character, which means characters like LF Gogeta Blue and LF Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? They can make use of this, even though you know, it came out with Kaioken Goku. This is great for the future proof, basically. It's hard to roll, but it's definitely good because it gives up to 20% strike defense, up to 15% Q recovery and strike attack, and then you get up to 30% blast attack in the last slot, which is a hard one to roll, but overall you're getting a really good equip for the future if you plan on possibly building a God Key team for years to come, right? So that's the deal with that equip. It's a tough one to roll, so get your erasers ready, right? And moving off of that, we have this equip that came out during the 3rd anniversary. It is a You Can't Keep Up With Me, Can You? And it has obviously Vegeta Blue there, probably attacking Corrupted Mergemasu. And we have this one's main draw is the base health of up to 10%. The rest of the stuff, like the Strike or Blast defense to 15% and the Key recovery to 10%, isn't as important. It's really if you're going for a bulky build or defensive build, you can slap this on as like your 2nd or 3rd equip on certain units, and you'll notice a difference in their ability to take combos, right? So I would suggest this. It goes on any God Key member. It's useful for any situation where you're going for a defensive build on God Key, I would say. Next here, we have another equip which I haven't used in a while because it came out a long time ago when we didn't have as many good equips, but this is still a solid option. The reason it's still good is because you're getting double defense and 22% blast attack. So if you're running a team, let's say Evolution Blue Vegeta, Vegeta, Ultra Kaioken Goku, if you're running any range type God Key build, you know, you're going to be set up there with a lot of base blasts. So if you have a high starred character that's range type, they're going to make good use of that. It's just going to stack further and further if you keep adding equips like that. So this is a good equip if you don't have anything else for your ranged build. But I haven't used it in a while. I don't think that many people run it anymore, but it's good overall. So we have one more here that I have in my personal collection, and it's the Let's Go Vegeta equip Unawakened. And the reason this one's good to have a few of, no matter what, is because it goes on any God Key member, right? And you can never go wrong with special move damage in one of the slots. And this one goes up to 13%, and it also comes with up to 18% blast attack and up to 18% strike defense. So those are solid numbers for any character, even if you're not specifically trying to be blast oriented. Just having the special move damage there makes it valuable, and it's not a hard equip to roll. You can get these easily from Equipment Collection or I believe one of the shops, right? And you know, you could just basically go for the special move damage and ignore the rest, right? If that's what you're looking for. So that's the deal with the equips I own. Now I'm going to move over to the Equipment Awakening screen, where there's equipment where I don't personally need them, but these are equips you'll probably need if you're trying to build a certain type of God Key. And I wanted to go over the first one, which is called Yes, Let's Go. And I believe it's awakened with the Champa. One second. My mistake. It's called Well That's Not Fair, and it has Champa and Vados on it. And this recently came out, so I don't personally own it, but if you're looking for a equip that is for God Key plus Universal Survival Saga, so that means they have to be a God Key character from the Universal Survival Saga from DBS, right? And this equip is very strong. It has up to 16% strike defense, and it also comes with up to 15% blast attack and 15% blast defense. And then the third slot, you're getting 8% health and up to 8% special move damage. Now, if you grabbed a few of these because you're building a specific Universal Survival Saga team, you'd have a really strong setup there. You could put it in each of those characters, and it's going to be really balanced throughout. Your team will look like a really high ability bonus just from this equip alone. So I would recommend that if that's what you're going for. There's the next equip, which I have to scroll through to look for because there's a lot of awakened equipment here. And I believe, let's see, is this it? This is the Beerus one. It's called Yes, Let's Go. It has double defense and up to 32% strike attack, but it reduces your base blast attack by 4 to 8%, which is probably worth the trade-off if you're building a strike-based squad, but obviously you wouldn't use this on a range type God Key build. But this is another high ability bonus equip, because if you're making a full melee team, let's say 2 of your 3 units you're bringing into battle are melee type, you're going to get a lot of ability bonus out of that, and it's just good to have. There's so many God Key melee type characters that are already in the game and that will come out, that it's a good equip to have for the future regardless. So I would suggest this equip if that's what you're looking for. The next one we have here is not one I see a lot, but it came out a very long time ago. It's called the Awakened Master Corn equip. And the reason this is a good equip is because it gives you a pure 3 to 5% blast defense for your God Key team. So if you're running a defensive build, and we all know that pure stats are more important than base, if you can roll them, right? So a 3 to 5% is actually a good number to have, because even if you don't get a great roll, if you get even 3.5, you're getting over 10% for 3 characters, right? You're also going to get 20% to strike attack and 18% to strike defense. So these are all high numbers. If you can roll this one, it's worth putting on. It goes on any God Key character, that's why I mention it. It's very versatile. It will be good for the future when they come out with more characters for this tag. It's just good to have for the defense and the strike attack, obviously. We have one more here in the Awakened tab, and this is one of the first Awakened equipment that ever came out, and it's the Awakened LF Beerus equip, the first LF in the game, right? This equip was extremely powerful when Beerus eventually got his awakening, and people were running this on him, the people who did have him, and he was looking like the best character in the game. Now, most people don't run LF Beerus, but if you have a Zenkai 7 Beerus, and you'd like to have him, even if you're using him for an event or something where he's boosted, this is a great equip to have regardless. It's going to give you up to 40% strike attack and up to 35% blast attack. And then in the second slot, it's going to give you 30% to both defenses. And then you're getting up to 15% health, up to 30% special move damage, and up to 40% ultimate damage. Now, understandably, this can only be used on LF Beerus, and I would only recommend it if you have him Zenkai 7. And if you're using him for a co-op, or a raid, or an event, it could be really helpful if he has already a boost for the event. So that's what I would recommend. Okay, we have one more equip I want to go over, and this is one that's very important currently in the meta. And that would be the LF Vegeta, the LF Green Vegeta, right? He has an equip that he got a long time ago. It's a plat equip, if I can find it here. And there's 2 versions of it. You can get a LF Vegeta equip that has the Vegeta clan tag, or you can get one with the God Key tag. Now, if you have a Zenkai 7 Green Vegeta, the LF version, I would suggest you to get 2 of these. Reason being, you might find yourself running this Vegeta on future, and sometimes you'll run him with a Trunks, and even if only 2 or your 3 battle members are Vegeta clan, you're still going to get up to 16% because you have at least 2 battle members. Even if you slap this on Vegeta by himself, you can get up to 8% for both attacks, right? So it's definitely worth it in any situation to have at least one, even if you don't have the other tag on there. The other things that with this equip specifically, you get up to 20% for both defenses in the first slot, and then you're looking at ultimate and special move damage up to 15% in the second slot. So this is one of the best equips for any LF character that's currently running around in PvP. It's extremely potent. You'll notice the damage right away if you get a good roll on this. You know, I Z'd mine with many slot erasers because as soon as I got him to Z7, I knew this is something I would want. so I feel really comfortable in recommending this equip. If you Zenkai 7 that guy and maybe you haven't been using him, I would try him out with this and see how you think of it, because it changes the character a lot. So those are the equips I want to go over, specifically for the God Key team, and that's what you're seeing a lot of right now, outside of androids or powerful opponent teams or LOE teams. God Key is running around heavily because of MUI, and we're going to get more God Key stuff in the coming months, so it's good to always have some God Key equips in your back pocket for new characters that are coming out. So I just want to thank everyone for tuning into this video. If you were helped by this equipment guide, let me know in the comment section if there's any other tags that you would like me to go over, if you're looking for equipment help or guides for a specific tag. And I just